concert, lad.
What? Well, bud.
Hey, Max. Wicked dance.
Thanks.
Forget it, girl. He's Roxanne's.
Way to go, man! I just heard about you and Roxanne. Oh, God. See? I told you our plan would work. Max. Peach, knock it off. Max.
Maximum!
It's a piece of cake. So you notice me. Going somewhere, Pop?
Sure. Hello, Rooney.
Cool. Well, have a good time, Dad. If you're gonna be gone more than a month, drop me a line.
But Max, this isn't just my vacation. It's a vacation with me and my best buddy.
Oh, Donald Duck?
No, silly. With you. Are you okay, Maxie?
What did you say?
That's right. A vacation, son. We'll spend some real quality time together.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, got a present for you. No, stop. I can't believe what you're doing. You look just like I did at your age.
Please don't say that, Dad.
Wait, I saved the best for last. It's been handed down from goof to goof to goof. And now, it's yours, son.
A stick?
No, silly. A fishing pole.
Fishing? We're going fishing?
Yup, just like my dad and me did. Two best buddies fishing on Lake Destiny. Away from it all.
I don't want to be away from it all, Dad. I like it all.
Hey, look, Maxie, we're using the same map me and my dad used. We'll take the same route and make the same stops and see the same sights.
But that trip would take weeks, Dad.
Exactly. Getting there's half the fun.
Put the map away, Dad. It's not gonna happen.
Careful, son. You'll wrinkle my past. And our future. What the map says, Max, we will follow.
That's very mystical and everything, Dad, but, seriously, there's this party I have to go to.
There'll be plenty of time for parties when you're older, Maxie. Why, when I was your age, I'd never even been invited to a party. Look at me now.
Great, Dad.
Pop in, Maxie.
What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Cyberland coming back to you with another animation film. A Goofy movie. So I remember I had no interest in watching the movie at first, but I did like the song Tevin Campbell did for it. I remember I kept seeing it pop up on the Disney Channel occasionally. I was just like, I really like this song, Eye to Eye. It's a really badass song. I really liked it. I still like it to this day. And at some point, I was just like, you know what? Let me just check out the movie. And lo and behold, I was grandparents' home when I was able to see it. No. friend around the corner had the movie, let me borrow it, so I watched it a bunch of times, and that's when I really became a fan. So the film was about Max, who's in high school. He's a lot older than a Goof Trip, and he has this interest in a girl named Roxanne. Really interested in her, and tries to impress her, and it goes wrong, but then at the same time it works out for him, and he, is going to go out on a date, but then his dad gets a call from the school saying that Max is a delinquent, he's in a bunch of trouble, which was a bunch of bullshit. And honestly, I think Max and I think there should have been a scene where Goofy should have called the principal out on his bullshit because he was lying. He didn't tell the truth, because this whole situation really, with Goofy trying to take Max on a trip, was for bonding, but he was really concerned that Max was going the wrong way in life when he wasn't, and they should have been able to bond over just hanging as opposed to there's an issue. So there should have been, I felt like there should have been a scene where Goofy had went back to that school and had a talk with the principal until the next time you want to jump to conclusions. How about you give me all the facts first before giving your opinion? But needless, neither here nor there. So Max is really concerned that he's going to grow up to be like his dad, and look like his dad, and he doesn't want to. And at the same time, Max is still somewhat finding himself, but about who he's meant to be to an extent, at least trying to get through high school. And then Roxanne's the other thing. So, he tells her that they're gonna go to the concert, even though the reality is he's going on a trip with his dad, but he doesn't want to miss out his chance with her, and makes up a fib. And so, through the trip, at some point Max tries to find a way to get them to the concert, and eventually things work itself out. But nonetheless, the film overall was good. Mickey and Donald had a cameo. The film, I enjoyed it. It would have been nice if Pete's son had a lot more time in the film. And the interesting thing is, Pete was married in the show, but then in the movie, the wife and daughter don't exist. So I'm kind of like, did they exist and they got divorced, and the son stayed with the dad and the daughter went with the mom? Or I just, it would have been nice if they had it just, maybe they went on a trip, or I don't know, just should have incorporated them into the movie, because it, well, anyway. As far as the story itself, it was pretty good. Not anything I didn't really like about it, except Pete's son, I forget his name, should have had more time in the film with Max, because they were like, they were a group, they were best buds. And music was cool because it was like actual, outside of the one song Goofy was singing, which was kind of like, okay, it was kind of funny though when Max was altering the lyrics. But the main songs that were sung was that song and the song that Goofy and Max sang together, which was tolerable, but it wasn't like, oh, I just loved it or something. I only liked the Tevin Campbell songs, to be honest with you. Those songs were great. And that was it, Overall, there was a couple scenes that were a little bit funny, for animation for me, but nonetheless, it was just an adventure film. It wasn't any violence, outside of the Bigfoot scene, but it was just kind of, just an adventure film with / comedy in it. Now, the last thing I would say is, besides my rating, give it a 9 out of 10 yes sirs. Definitely check it out if you've never seen it. You might enjoy it. It's definitely a good film to watch with the kids, too. But the last thing, and this is something I've always wondered. Max doesn't want to be like his dad. But at the same time, the one thing that fans of Goofy have always wondered, including myself, is what happened to Max's mom? Did she leave? Did she die? Did she pass away? And for Max to really want to be like he's really digging Roxanne, it makes me wonder, does the fruit not fall too far from the tree? So is it possible that that Roxanne looked very similar to Goofy's wife? Because you know how they sometimes say, like, boys, you know, that have a good relationship end up have a semi good relationship end up marrying somebody like their mother, and females end up somewhat marrying somebody like their father, I guess you could say. So it makes me wonder, does Roxanne kind of resemble what Max's mother looked like? Because I can't recall any pictures of her per se that I've ever found. I've always been curious about that. And it's just something to think about. I mean, it's not a focal point of the film. It's just something that I'm just sharing with you guys watching. It was something that popped up in my head. I was always curious about that. Nonetheless, the film was great, and check it out. I think you would enjoy it. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.